You're here for the review, right?
Shit. Fuck.
Hello, and welcome to Resisting Boredom, where we drink, ramble, and discuss things. You're never in quest of not being bored. I'm Brandon Kaiser.
I'm Josh Jessen.
Kit Coleman Cole. Stop working.
Alright, so this week we saw the Disney movie Tomorrowland, directed by Brad Bird, who has yet to make a bad movie. Stars George Clooney, Britt Robertson, and Hugh Laurie.
Who is Brett Robertson in this movie?
The lady.
The main character of the movie,
Brett's a weird
Casey
name.
Newton.
Brit.
Oh, okay, got it.
Britt. Not Britt
Brett.
Germain.
No, we heard Brett.
Oh, no, Britt. Britt Robertson.
Oh, okay.
The chick from Under the Dome and Dan in Real Life.
Never seen him.
And Delivery Man. I think that exhausts my knowledge.
I didn't want to
of
see
Britt
it for some
Robertson.
reason. But
Delivery
anyway.
Man?
Yeah, kind
It's
of.
different than what I was expecting. It's okay. Anyways, we're talking about Tomorrowland, though, not Delivery Man. Yeah. I guess I will start us off.
You guessed right.
I did. I liked this movie. I didn't love this movie like I was hoping to. If I were a kid when I saw this movie, I probably would have loved it. I don't quite have that feeling, anyways, now that I'm a grown man. Contrary to popular belief, a grown man. But this movie is still fun. It's a world of wonder, and it has some good ideas. It's a little heavy-handed in its messaging, but at least it's a worthwhile message. It's kind of like a Lego movie, I guess, in that way. I look at Kit, who I don't think has even seen Lego
I don't know
movie.
why you would look at me.
Anyway.
Look at me either.
Okay, anyways, I guess I'm alone on that one.
Look at that.
Look at yourself. Turn around.
Every now and then, I'm gonna try to finish this review now. I just feel like something was missing. And the scenes that were supposed to be epic and amazing, they didn't quite reach that level I think they were going for. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way the effects are done, the setups maybe aren't good. I don't know. I don't have an answer exactly. I just know that they were a little bit lackluster. Yes, the visuals are still nice and beautiful and interesting, but I don't know, some of the crazy stuff, I don't know, didn't quite pull off. There is a scene in a sci-fi store that I really liked. However, I was distracted as shit looking at all the stuff in the background, all the little Star Wars things, and there's a lot of Iron Giant thrown in there because it's Brad Bird. So it's a little inside joke thing. I was very distracted, and so...
Were you more distracted when Key showed up?
Michael Key?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Anyways, and Catherine Hahn? Anyways, why did we ruin that for people? Anyways.
Ruin,
yeah.
Alright, well,
That's the wrong
anyways.
word.
It was just a little distracting. I still enjoyed the scene, but I kind of want to see this movie again so I can actually pay attention fully to what's going on in that scene and not just the background.
It doesn't know.
Yeah, it was much of it.
I'm sorry. I guess you guys didn't like this movie. I will say the ending is a little anticlimactic and whatever. But overall, I did enjoy the movie. I thought it was really good. I like the cast. I thought they gave all solid performances. I found it interesting, and it was nice to not know everything that was going to happen in this movie going into it, being somewhat surprised. So anyways, I liked it. Didn't love it, but I liked it. So, Josh, what did you think of Tomorrowland?
I wasn't really that high on this movie going into it because, well, I didn't really know. I guess that's one thing the trailer did do right, is not tell you what the hell the movie was going to have in every scene, because the trailers weren't really ambiguous. I know
They were vague.
Yeah, they were kind of vague.
Yeah, I
And
liked
it's
that, though.
And it was another movie based on a ride from, Disneyland, and they certainly hit gold with Pirates.
The first one.
The first one,
The first Pirates.
arguably the second one.
Well, they
I like the
decided to
second
milk
one.
it for more.
Yeah, no,
It's alright.
Second one, it certainly. Well, whatever. We're not
There's
going to critique
moments,
the 30
yeah,
pirate
yeah.
movies that came out. Although Pirate's Life is one of the greatest pirate life variants that you ever life game
Oh, okay.
variants that you can ever play. For
some reason I thought Life magazine.
Nah.
Which is weird.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah, so I didn't really know. I didn't really want to see this movie. Then I went and saw it. I didn't really change my mind after I saw it, to be honest. It was okay. I think a lot of the visuals were kind of cool, the way they played it. Like I liked the visuals of the movie, the future Tomorrowland. I was going to call it Future City. It has a name. That name is Tomorrowland. So Tomorrowland looked cool. And that was about it, actually. I think I kind of like the way some of these things looked, but I think a lot of it, like there was no real. I didn't really get into any of the characters. I didn't really feel. It seemed a lot of just kind of forced. Like there's this one girl who's really optimistic, and then there's like a
Crotchety old man.
Crotchety old man. Yeah. There was another way to say that, but crotchety old man works just fine. It just seemed kind of like cookie cutter to me. There was nothing that really hit me, and then like the end of the movie, which does kind of abruptly like, here, we're having an ending now, guys. They kind of like run up to this head, and it's the reason she's important is just kind of like, oh, she has ideas. Oh, here's an idea.
She's a
And
dreamer.
then there's a huge action. Well, not even a huge action sequence. There's like an action sequence, and then it's not even like the most important thing that happens. And then you think George Clooney's going to get all makey-outy with an 8-year-old, and then it just kind of gets weird.
Yeah.
I liked the little girl in the movie though, and she had some badass.
I'm sure Kit loved her way more because of this weird small wonder fetish.
Yeah,
I was thinking that the entire time.
I didn't think of that, but you're right.
I
you're
never
right.
thought of that. That's no.
I thought she was badass
God,
though. Like she had
no.
some sweet
No,
action
well, no. Once
shit.
she started doing badass stuff, I was like, all right, it's more badass little girl stuff. I remember this when I saw the Kick-Ass. Like, all right, we're doing this again, and then
it's different than Kick-Ass.
It's different, but she was a robot. Like, okay, and then like, George Clooney wants to nail her. Now it's weird.
I don't think that was. You put a little more into that than.
Well, no, they moved past that. Obviously, she's a 8-year-old girl robot. He's George Clooney. Not that he couldn't. I mean, it's George Clooney. Come on. But I think near the end, they're like having that scene, and like, I'm actually like, I don't know if it's the little girl was such a good actor. I was feeling the chemistry, and I was like, wait, I should.
You're kind of. I kind of understand what
they're
you're
having
saying.
a moment. And I'm like, they're having a moment. Like they shouldn't be having a moment. God damn it, Disney.
I kind of understand what you're saying, but I also think you leapt to the less wholesome conclusion, I guess.
I was hoping for a more pirate kind of movie because I was expecting a little bit of darker, not like grim dark movie, but I was thinking be a little bit.
That's
They
kind
were
of
vaporizing people,
That's true.
and I was expecting like a little bit of
But
darker. Not that
a
like
darker-
child sex
look,
is dark. As
A darker
wanna
tone
go.
wouldn't have went with their messaging, though.
Right? No, it wouldn't.
So, like,
And I think I'm getting a little off base thinking about George Clooney fucking an 8-year-old.
I guess. Stop looking at the camera. Yeah. I don't think that was the case, but I could see where you could misconstrue it into that.
Yeah.
It would look. You still have feelings for people that you had feelings for when you were younger. I mean, it's not like you hate them suddenly. That wasn't supposed to be the thing. I don't think he was going to start making out with an 8-year-old. But
I didn't think they were going to make out either because it's George Clooney and an 8-year-old girl. I was like, all those feelings. we
she's
used to
probably
have.
like 12.
And I was like,
I mean, we're calling her 8 years old. She's probably like 12.
anyway, that's not important.
Okay, so what did you think of the movie, though? Other than that.
Yeah, no, it didn't do a lot for me.
Okay.
There you go.
Kit, how about you? Now that you're, I hate to interrupt your daydreaming about Vicky from Small Wonder, but what did you think of Tomorrowland?
I didn't really go into this movie with a strong opinion either way. I just kind of went in there just kind of like, this could be good, or it could not.
You were neutral.
Yeah, I was very neutral.
And coming out of it?
I was more interested in Frank Walker's story of when he was a kid. The part they showed at the very beginning, when they showed how he got to Tomorrow. That seemed more interesting to me.
That probably would have made a better kids movie.
Yeah, not so much the story with the girl and the rebellion and the rebellious behavior, and then like the fact that she became the chosen one of sorts.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Yeah, for reasons. No real reasons. Because she wouldn't give up. Simple. Because she knew which wolf to feed, I guess. That was... no, thanks. I wasn't really, I don't know, the stories, well, like everything else. The visuals were great. I enjoyed all the visuals, the special effects, everything. They did a real good job. When she flipped back and forth between while touching the coins, like you said, they didn't do it without green screen. I was impressed.
Yeah, Brad Bird said they made a point not to use green screen to make it, and that was my only way of figuring out how they did it. Yeah. So I don't know how they did it.
So pretty much the only real problem I had was the story. It felt really slow. I want to say at times.
He's
like
blue screen.
I expected.
They didn't want to.
I expected it to be a bit quicker than it was. And
Yeah, it was kind of long.
Yeah, it was like just
It took
dragged
its time
on a
in
bit
spots.
longer than it needed to, and I don't know. I mean,
Gross misuse of Hugh Laurie.
yeah,
I would have liked more Hugh Laurie. I'll agree with that.
yeah. Plus his speech, there was a speech at the end that I thought was a bit preachy, but I got it. Don't get me wrong, I got it. It was a bit preachy.
The Hugh Laurie speech?
Yeah.
Everything he said was right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
And I thought it was kind of
right.
weird that, like, there's still, like, he didn't say anything. It wasn't a lie. Everything he said was right. And then they're like, well, we're going to do something. We're going to fight you anyway. You're right, completely. He's like, yes, I am right. And then they just went and, like, tore down his shit and everything. But I'm like, he was right.
I don't think
he wasn't wrong.
I don't think you understood why they then had the outcome they did. It wasn't that they thought he was wrong. It was that he didn't want them to do what they wanted to do to try to fix it.
He was sort of pushing them.
Yeah, no, I
to
get
make
it.
a decision.
No, I got that.
And they were just saying you should have just
was
let them go
completely
for it.
right.
They agreed on the problem, but they had different opinions on how to deal with it.
How to deal with it, yeah.
I thought it was funny that his huge villain speech, which usually villains give speech about their ideology, and you're supposed to go like, oh, that guy's
He has a great
he's got this twisted world view, and oh, he's all wrong. But
no, he was
everything
right.
he said was completely true.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, still gotta try, and he's like, oh, fine, fuck you guys. Ah, my leg. Now I'm house.
Now I need a cane.
Shit, I'm house.
Like
hey, Hugh Laurie's been pretty awesome in the couple episodes of Veep he's been in this season too.
Like I have a few questions, I guess, about some of the parts of the movie. Nothing major, just the small things here and there.
Like questions you want to pose right now, or are you just saying there were some things you didn't understand?
Nothing I don't want to say that would spoil.
Okay,
anything, so.
alright, that's fine. Off camera, we can have this discussion.
Yeah, sure.
Otherwise, spoiler discussion.
I saw it. It was visually pleasing. I enjoyed that. The story, though, just kind of left me wanting.
Kind of lackluster.
Yeah, it was lackluster.
Alright.
Alright, there we go.
I guess that's what we all thought. So, not anything over the top amazing, but I at least liked it for what it was, and I think this is at least a good movie to show kids or to watch as a family.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a really good family.
Yeah,
it's a good family movie.
Only 7 or 8 innocent people get disintegrated.
I thought this was kind of a more old school vibe to a family film. This was kind of a more 80s-ish.
So.
And one of them was French. So. Alright, 6.
He was going to give up anyway.
I thought of this as more of like an 80s, 90s-ish kind of family film, which is,
appropriate.
better than normal, for what they are. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I still liked it. You guys were kind of lukewarm on it, so.
Makes you wonder if they're going to do Fantasyland next year.
I didn't see any mountains in space. I'm just saying.
There were mountains.
But were they in space? No.
Subspace?
What was Tim McGraw doing in this movie? Anyways.
Was that the dad?
Yeah.
Was he the country
He was.
singer?
Yes.
Tim McGraw was there to be an engineer because the only way Tim McGraw can be a smart person is in a movie.
Teaching his daughter how to play
And
guitar.
then he was actually his main role was just there to show up in the end of the movie in fancy spaceman scientist suit.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, like
Tim
Tim McGraw wears a
Spaceman
stupid
suit.
fucking future scientist suit at the end.
And this was like
And his job is like pressing buttons or something. I don't know. Fuck, what the fuck?
morning scene is our.
Well, obviously,
this
yeah.
should be here. It's like, what the fuck do you want? I don't know how to play guitar.
What was the point of having that huge ass
Obviously, he
house?
wasn't a very good
Hold on.
engineer.
He's a NASA engineer, has this big ass house, but he makes his kids share a bedroom.
Yeah, that was kind
That
of
was
weird.
weird.
I agree.
Yeah, you're like-
it wasn't big.
You got your like 17, 18-year-old daughter.
It wasn't a
sleeping with
huge
your
house.
6-year-old.
That's because that was the workstation.
She doesn't want her
in
privacy
one of
at
the
that
rooms.
point. She wants to hang out in the tiny corner room. They had stairs. There was a whole
Even
other level.
though,
Yeah, true.
What happened to their mom?
I found it funny when she goes like, just tell Dad it was like camping with friends. Like, what friends? I haven't seen you talk to single
that's
person
true.
this entire movie.
Why are you deciding to go
The
camping
thing-
at 10
the
o'clock
thing-
at night?
The thing with them sharing a room, I guess, is weird also because of the vast age difference. Well, like, it's not even like they're close, or even
It's
then
just like,
that'd be weird.
I didn't buy that as like an actual family thing at that moment. Like, alright, so the mom's gone, whatever, she died, something
Also,
weird
it's
happened.
like...
But they have this big house. There's only 2 rooms in the house and a garage.
How old,
Oh, there's
how
3
old
rooms.
is Britt Robertson supposed to be in this movie?
There's 3 rooms. The other one was the
Burt
workshop that he had to have.
Yeah,
for all
Burt
his
Robertson.
Oh, Brett. See, I heard Bert.
Sorry.
I guess it's not just me. You heard
Brett-
Brett.
Brett
I heard
Robertson.
Burt Robinson. I'm like, the bandit?
Casey Newton. How old is she supposed to be in this movie? Because
I
she
thought
can
she-
drive, so she's at least 16.
I'm going with 18.
And she was in high school, though.
I'm going
Well,
with
she,
18.
So I
yeah,
think
but she
she
was
was like 17,
still in
18.
high school?
I'm going with 18.
And Britt Robertson herself is like 25.
I'm putting
So,
it 17,
it's like...
Because when they
What?
showed the recording of her in the past, it was 2003. So I put she like age development. She was probably about 8. There, 8 or 7.
What?
So
no,
then
she was
10
like
years.
4 or 5 or something in that film. Because she was like missing her teeth and she couldn't talk right.
I don't know what.
She said, like, everything or something like something only shitty tiny kids
Good
say.
point. Good point.
Anyways, we should probably get to the rating scale for
18.
this movie.
So what, 18, 17.
I thought she was 17, 18. She was still in high school.
Yeah, she had to be old enough to drive, but I don't know. If she was still in high
Whatever,
school,
whatever.
The actress is like 25. It was all confusing. I was just
Never
kinda
care
like-
about the actresses actually.
but it was
What's
just
her name
weird.
from Walking Dead is like 31 and she played an 18-year-old.
That's true, but
Jojen Reed.
it was the fact that,
27.
and then she's
Jojen Reed's
sharing
like
a room
22.
with her like 8-year-old brother.
That
That was
was
the
weird.
weird thing.
No,
And it's like,
it was like a tiny ass closet room too. It was like you
look,
got
it wasn't that small.
It was.
It's
not
only
a
going to
big
be
room.
like 6 or 7 more years before he starts exploring his body, and then she'll need a different.
All
room.
right,
It'll
see
be
now you're
weird.
getting in the weird making out children thing that I was doing before. I just thought it was weird that they had a room when they had a house with obviously other rooms.
Let's say they'd be making alley. Just that.
All right, enough of this, guys. Let's get to the rating scale. What?
He didn't want his own room yet. He didn't know about his penis, is what kids say.
The rating scale this week is people standing in wheat fields. You may have noticed this in the marketing. We found out there are a lot of pictures.
Don't explain it.
Alright, fine, I won't. The rating scale is people standing in wheat fields.
Deal with it.
Internet,
fuck you.
I am going to give this movie...
Show it.
I'm going to be positive about it. I'm going to listen to the
What
message.
What about your? I want to be more negative on movies.
I know, but I'm going to follow...
All bets are off the moment George
What
Clooney
did you
shows
say?
up.
I'm
kisses a toddler.
I've said that this year I want to be a little harsher on movies, but I'm going to follow with the positive message of this movie. I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I think that's a pretty good score. I mean, I liked it. I still like the movie quite a bit, so I still really liked it. Anyways, what did you...
I'm gonna say Hugh Laurie did nothing wrong
Okay.
and give it 2.5. People standing in a corn
Wow.
or wheat field.
Kind of harsh.
I realize I don't really give a lot of 2s. Things are either okay with me or then they get shitty. And I think this movie, like it was okay, but it didn't do enough to be just a solid okay.
All right.
So, there it is. 2.5 people standing.
I saw this movie, and pretty much I don't think I need to really see it again. I mean, like it's one of those movies like that was a good use of an afternoon. Well, like it was a decent use of an afternoon. It was
an
alright.
okay use.
Yeah, like it wasn't terrible. Like I've seen it.
Think of all
I
the
can
stamps you could have
say I've
gotten.
seen it.
Okay, so what is
That's why
that?
I'm saying I'm giving it a 2.
Whoa.
2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
Like I don't really need to see this movie again.
I want to see
saw
it again.
Yeah, the effects were nice.
I don't know if it's something I'd watch a ton, but
Every
I would
30
watch
minutes
it
I was in
again.
that movie, which was a little bit long. Well, I thought it was another stamp I could have been getting.
I just
I feel like I might get more out of it.
Yeah, I
Watching
don't think
again.
I don't think I get any more out of it watching
Really?
it again. No.
All right. Anyways, there you have it. Kind of mixed reaction, which is kind of what this movie's getting. So no surprise here. Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell us what you thought of Tomorrowland. And yeah. Until then, find your own ways to resist boredom.
I was hoping Kid would jump in there.
In the future.
There will be robots and robot penises. Oh God!
I don't think we saw that in the movie.
No, I'll totally want one of those. I want to be like humanistic, like those guys were. But I want to fit on mine.
You're stupid!
If you want an image of the future, picture a boot
You do know.
stomping a human face
Could you play me that video,
forever.
please? I want to see the visual for that.
Baby, I can beg you to kiss the rose.
Ooh,
Ooh,
love will be the big bad
Yeah. Are you scanning the words?
Very much, I don't know the words.
You said you used to sing that all the time, kid.
Yeah, like this. Get arrows on the bird.
Sounded like you were doing
Ooh,
this.
that's a back I do the backside of body.
That isn't close at all.
Do.
Sounded like
See
you
me
were
by
doing
there,
samples.
That's not, no. That's not close at all.
See that? Got that part right.